Near the end of each academic year, the most outstanding of all Troy University students are recognized for their achievements at the annual University Honors Convocation. For the 2016-2017 year, the Honors Convocation was held on the evening of April 17th in the Claudia Crosby Theater on the Troy campus.
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the 2017 Troy University Honors Convocation. I'm Earl Ingram and I serve in the role of Senior Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs for the university. Tonight we're going to celebrate student academic achievement, and we're going to honor those students who have excelled during this academic year and throughout their time at Troy University. Tonight is also an opportunity for us to honor those faculty and staff who have provided the needed guidance, encouragement, and support for our students as they strive on a path to achieve academic excellence. And we're very pleased that you're all able to join us this evening. At this time, I would like to take a moment to welcome and recognize Troy University's First Lady, Mrs. Janice Hawkins. Ms. Hawkins, would you please stand and allow us to acknowledge you for the many contributions you have made and continue to make to Troy University. Our invocation this evening will be offered by Ms. Lakin Berry, who is the Student Government Association Vice President for Legislative Affairs and a junior in the College of Health and Human Services. Following the invocation, Troy University's collegiate singers will perform under the direction of Diane Orlovsky of the John M. Long School of Music. Would you please stand for the invocation and then be seated at its conclusion?
Please bow your heads with me. Father God, thank you so much for having us here tonight. Thank you for the staff, the administration, and the faculty that have gotten us here and taught us and guided us through our school. Thank you so much for this university and its students. Thank you for giving us a desire to learn and to lead and to serve. We thank you so much that we're allowed to be here tonight to celebrate each of our individual accomplishments. Thank you for the people that were able to be here, for bringing them here safely, and I pray that you'll bring them back home safely. We ask that everything tonight brings joy to you and joy to all the people here. We ask all this in your Son's name. Amen.
It's now my pleasure to invite our Chancellor, Dr. Jack Hawkins, Jr., to the podium. Dr. Hawkins.
Thank you, Dr. Ingram, and let me echo my compliments. What a beautiful rendition during a beautiful time of year. And thank each of you for being here tonight. I bring you greetings on behalf of our Board of Trustees to what we consider to be one of the great highlights of the year when we recognize the very best and brightest at Troy University. We often say the most important thing we do at this university, and it's with deep conviction that I say this on behalf of our faculty and our staff, and that is we serve students. But in order to do that, I think it takes great people, and we are so fortunate, blessed to have great people. Some of those who are representing the entire faculty stand or sit behind me, but I'd like to ask them to stand so all of us can say thank you for a job well done during this academic year. Will the faculty please and staff please stand up? Thank you so much. Tonight, no doubt, our honorees, our students, are the very most special Trojans here. But I think our families are a close second. We want to say thank you to the families, and I'd like members of the families of our students to please stand up and give them an opportunity to say thank you for your love, your support, and maybe even your financial investment in their future. Please stand up. Thank you. Thank you so much. What an exciting year. And I say this on behalf of my bride, and we just celebrated our 40th anniversary a day or two ago. And so she has put up with me for a long, long time. But we have been so blessed to be part of this great university family for a long time. But, you know, every day that I wake up, I think I'm more excited than the day before about Troy University. And we have had a great year. The Princeton Review, for the 13th year in a row, ranked Troy University among the very best colleges and universities in the Southeast. U.S. News and World ranked us among the top 30 public universities in the South. Forbes ranked us in the top 22% for quality and affordability, and we're very proud of that. Our risk management and insurance program ranked number 12 in the country. Social work, number 1 in Alabama and number 15 in the United States. Our School of Journalism ranked number 6 in America. 90% of our graduates are students who wanted to apply and be accepted into medicine, dentistry, optometry. The graduate programs in the health professions were actually accepted, and we're very proud of that success. Athletics, and I haven't been able to say this every year. My wife and I have been here 28 football seasons. Some seasons have been longer than others. This year was a great, great step forward. We had the most wins ever as a Division I program, and we won a bowl game along the way. And then our men's and women's basketball teams won the championship in the Sun Belt Conference and actually played in the Final 64. And I guess what I was most proud of, though, is our men's basketball team was recognized as the outstanding academic basketball team in the Sun Belt Conference. And I was really proud of that achievement. And before I finish, and most of you know that the culture of this university is a bit distinctive. This is a patriotic, flag-waving place. We serve the military around the world, and we're very proud of the fact that about 6,000 or 7,000 of the 21,000 students that we serve are military-connected, veterans, active duty, families. And this year, we were especially proud that the Council on Military Education ranked Troy University #1 in providing education to those in uniform. And we're so proud of the service that we were able to give this great country. So it has been a great year. And I believe in the history of this great university, we've never had better students. I'm satisfied our faculty and staff is the best ever. I think we have the most beautiful campus in the state. And so for all the right reasons, we're very, very proud. But we're most proud of our students. We're proud of all of you, the very best, the brightest. Out of the 21,000 students, we will recognize just several hundred tonight, and that's a pretty elite group of students, the best students. And speaking of best, I am proud to introduce to you a gentleman I think is among the very best that I've ever known, and I've known him a long time. I met this gentleman in 1965. That was, if my math is right, that was 52 years ago. In fact, I take a lot of pride in, I don't know if he would give me this credit or not, but I take pride in saying that I recruited him into the United States Marine Corps. Now, he served distinctively for almost 25 years. In 1994, I recruited him out of the Marine Corps to Troy University. And what a great service he rendered for 20 years. From my vantage point, he is the Marine's Marine, the leader's leader. He is a great warrior in addition to being a great leader. He fought in 2 wars, in Vietnam and Desert Storm, and no one that I know is more honorable. So I think for the honors convocation, we have selected indeed the right man. He served here for 20 years in several roles as a Senior Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Senior Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, and in fact, he excelled in both of those roles. He led our first ever capital campaign, and he leads a Trojan family. All 3 of his sons, and his son Stephen is here tonight, earned Troy degrees. But his real boss, Ms. Vicki Schmidt, also is a Trojan. She earned her Troy degree, and I want to ask her to stand up. Vicki, would you please stand up and let us say thank you for being here? Ms. Vicki Schmidt. Colonel Schmidt was always known, and he did retire as a colonel in the United States Marine Corps. He was always known as a student advocate. Even during his doctoral work, he focused his dissertation on what it takes for first-year students to be successful. His work was so effective and helpful that we embraced it as our first-year program that has worked so well and has been known and recognized across this country. When he retired, we dedicated the Center for Success, Student Success, as the John W. Schmidt Center for Student Success. And so his legacy will be lasting at Troy because he is about shaping lives. But those of us who worked with him shall remember his passion, his dedication, his integrity above all other qualities, and for his service to students. It's a pleasure for me on a personal level and a professional level to present to you a patriot, a true Trojan, a servant leader, and our friend, Dr. John Schmidt.
Well, Dr. Hawkins, I only hope that my comments will merit that wonderful introduction. It is good to be back home again. Certainly it's a great honor for me to be here to be part of the student success, and we recognize achievement on so many levels, not only the students, but also recognize faculty excellence in the classroom. It truly is an honor to share in this evening of excellence. As Dr. Hawkins said, for 20 years I participated in these activities and ceremonies as a senior student service leader as well as a senior administrator. And certainly I'm aware of all the hard work that goes behind the scenes to make this evening special for our students. We'll recognize soon the student achievements, the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award recipient, and also the award for teaching excellence, the Ingalls Award. And all of this, teamwork wins. Teamwork makes things happen. Dr. Hawkins just read off a list of achievements, and that didn't happen by itself. We have a great team of trustees, augmented by great faculty and staff, and I can tell you for the 20 years that I was here, it's all student-centered, and each element of the team provides great servant leadership and vision. But truly tonight is an opportunity to be with a lifelong friend, as Dr. Hawkins mentioned. And God has blessed me with true, solid, lifelong friendships. As he mentioned, over 50 years ago, we met at a little place called Alabama College, now the University of Montevallo. And that friendship has been through time and turmoil and trouble, and it's withstood the test of time and space. And Dr. Hawkins, thank you for that gift of friendship. And not only with Dr. Hawkins, but certainly with First Lady Janice Hawkins. And Janice, I'd like to also thank you and Dr. Hawkins both for your wonderful gift of friendship over these many years. Members of the stage party and faculty and staff, it is good to be back home with each of you all again, because I do know that everything you do is with the student interest at heart. But tonight we honor you, the students. Standing looking out here, and I can't hardly see because of the lights, maybe that's just as well. Now as I look at each of you in the springtime of your lives, from the autumn of my years, my challenge has been, what message can I leave? What will resonate? What will have some value? What will help make a difference in your lives? Well, the old Marine in me said, be yourself, be sincere, and be straightforward. So here goes. If you remember nothing else tonight, here's my central theme, my central thesis. Begin now to develop a code, a direction, a roadmap for your lives, one that will help define your own success and chart your happiness. You know, I'm going to go way in the Wayback Machine here, back in the 1960s in my college days. There was an old group called Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Now, I can't sing worth a darn, so let me just cite one of the lyrics from that song. And it said, we who are on the road must have a code that we can live by. We who are on the road must have a code that we can live by. And I'd say tonight, as we recognize the student achievements, students, you have begun to define your own code. And you've tested this code already in the crucible of the university experience, with successes, with failures, learning from one another. And certainly your definition is beginning to take shape. And on reflection this evening, as in preparing my remarks, I began to think about my own code, my own roadmap, and my own journey of the crucible of life's experiences. My roadmap has helped guide me in 45 years of marriage to a wonderful wife, my wife Vicki. I've been husband, father, and now grandfather. My code has helped sustain me in going in harm's way and in numerous separations and deployment from family. And certainly my roadmap has helped facilitate my work here at Troy, working with so many great colleagues, faculty, and staff. But there were three key relationships in this code that really helped navigate me and still navigate me in my daily life. First is a relationship with God. Next, it's a solid relationship in understanding self. And thirdly, lifelong relationships with friends and family. So let me just briefly go over each one of those, if I might. First, the quality of your happiness is directly proportional to your relationship with God. The quality of your overall happiness is directly proportional to your relationship with God. I would ask you just simply look at the letters G-O-D, guide, orient, direct. Each day we live our lives, we forget that we are created by our God, that God loves us, that God is for us, and God is good for us. He looks down with us each day with unfailing love. We are indeed His delight. But our world tends to drown out that message. We lose sight of that very simple truth. Instead, we head down a divergent path, a path of false happiness. Oh, you know, a need for a bigger house, a bigger car, more prestige, more titles, more wealth, more possessions. And we know how that ends up. Each acquisition, we want more. It's a false pursuit of happiness. And indeed, as we go down that path, we erect barriers with our God. And we resist true happiness. We resist God and we fail to become that best version of ourselves. Said another way, we pursue the external appearances at the expense of our own inner peace. But like any relationship, a relationship with God requires exercise, just like physical exercise. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. I know for me, each day I wake up with daily prayer. It's very simple. I thank God for being alive for that day. I ask Him for the blessings of that day, to let me know His will for that day. And then in the evening, thanking Him for the blessings, and most importantly, asking for His forgiveness for my failings, those who I may have hurt, those where I erred and missed the mark. And when you think of prayer, think of it as a way to let go and let God, to let God guide you, orient you, and direct you. But you know, you're going to need that relationship when the tough times come. And for many of you, perhaps those tough times have come already. Natural disasters, illness, broken relationships, betrayal by friends. It's your ability to let go and let God in those times that you'll need that strength and comfort that He provides. Let me just say, though, the ability to let go and let God is a lifelong process, but it's well worth the effort. So just remember that your relationship with God is fundamental to your overall happiness. Next, the quality of one's personal life is directly proportional to leadership of self. The quality of one's personal life is directly proportional to the leadership of self. And students, did you know that you're already CEOs, Chief Executive Officers? Even before you graduate or enter the halls of your profession, you're the CEO of self, the CEO of self. Daily you make decisions on how you lead your lives and how you will impact the lives of others. Will you be self-centered or self-giving? Will you seek self-improvement or just accept the status quo? When things don't go the right way or the way you anticipated, do you accept responsibility or do you blame others for the failures? You know, your response to those questions speak volumes of your CEO of self. Fundamentally, CEO of self requires self-discipline. And like prayer mentioned earlier, it is a lifelong practice. As we celebrate your success tonight, it is one example of being excellent CEOs of self. You've achieved so much on so many levels tonight, from the academic arena to the athletic arena to the music arena. Certainly, you are on the right path. Let me just say, stay the course that you've set. But let me encourage you to do one more thing. Don't look back. That's the title of another great song, again of the 60s, a group called the Tempting Temptations. Don't Look Back was a song about lost love and moving forward. Tonight, as you lead yourself, don't look back on those missed experiences or those missed opportunities. Let me share a personal example very quickly of about a missed opportunity. You know, at Alabama College, I was a fair student, not the honor student like your chancellor over here. But it was only after self-discipline was instilled in me by the Marine Corps did my academic pursuits liven up a bit. What changed? Well, the Marine Corps instilled in me individual responsibility and personal accountability. That if anything was worthwhile, it was up to me. But I look back now, and I wish I'd applied myself just a little bit more in college. So don't look back. And as you pursue your CEO of leadership of self, think of others in your leadership role. Have a genuine caring and concern for the needs of others. And it doesn't take much. Daily, reach out and say hello, a friendly smile, a warm handshake, a nice compliment. See what a difference you'll make in the lives of others. One final note. Leaders always eat last. I'll let you think about that one. The third and final quality is that the quality of your life's experiences will be enriched by your relationship with lifelong friends and family. You know, we live in an electronic world, the world of Facebook, FaceTime, text messages, tweets, emails, and the list goes on. There are reminders that we are a relational people. We would like to stay in touch. And we can stay in touch 24/7 if we so desire. But you know, most of those communications are fleeting. It's a reassurance of reconnecting, and that's a good thing. But my concept of friendship are those lasting, solid relationships, often built on shared experiences, tested in trouble and turmoil, and have withstood the test of time. You know, Catholic nun and now Catholic saint, Mother Teresa, who ministered to the poorest of poor in India, said, and I quote, "The problem with the world today is that we have forgotten that we belong to one another. The problem with the world today is that we have forgotten that we belong to one another." Isn't that a beautiful expression of relationships and friendships? As an aside, I will tell you that I guess in the early 1990s, one of our faculty members went to India and presented Mother Teresa with a Troy University blanket Now, we don't believe that blanket stayed with Mother Teresa very long, because I believe in probably a matter of hours it was on a homeless or a poor person there in India. But there was a connection even at Troy in India some years ago. But back to that theme of belonging and friendship. Since I've talked about songs, let me give you one more song. This time a country song. It's an illustration of lifelong friendships. It's a duet sung by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, and it's aptly titled, "You Can't Make Old Friends." What the song says is that loyal, trusted friends are irreplaceable gifts. In your time at Troy, you're already making those friends who will be near and dear to you. Find those friends who will give you that unconditional love, who accept you for just being you, who have a genuine interest in your success and your well-being. But you know, as with anything of value, sustaining these friendships requires work. Today I'm blessed, and I am very blessed, to count friends from grammar school, friends from high school. As I mentioned, the lifelong relationship, or 50-plus year relationship with Dr. Hawkins. Our friendship is so strong that many of us who are friends from those days at Alabama College often refer to us as the Montevallo Mafia. You know, someone once remarked that angels exist, and sometimes they don't have wings. They're simply called lifelong friends. Of course, your nearest and your dearest friend one day will be your spouse. That person who sees you on a daily basis, who knows the good, the bad, and the ugly, and most of all, sometimes the bad and the ugly, but who loves you unconditionally and loves you freely. As I mentioned earlier, I've been blessed with such a spouse for over 45 years now. But to make a friend, you must be a friend, and that requires risk. That sometimes requires rejection, sometimes betrayal. But that finding that true friend is a treasure beyond measure. The Old Testament book of Sirach, chapter 6, describes the value of lifelong friendships this way. A faithful friend is a sturdy shelter. Those that have found one have found a true treasure. A faithful friend is an elixir of life. Digital connections are all well and good. Find those lifelong friendships, ones who will bring you closer to God, who will help you to become the best version of yourself, and who will be with you in the good times and bad. I'll say in closing that my roadmap and my journey continues to be refined. But those three guideposts of faith in God, leadership of self, and sturdy friendship have made my journey so far very enjoyable. Now in the springtime of your lives, enjoy tonight's successes. Indeed, you've earned them. But tomorrow, refocus, regroup, recommit to even greater achievements here at Troy and beyond. Define your own way ahead. Our communities, our nation, and our world await you. God bless each of you and your families.
Thank you, John. Dr. Schmidt, I've known you for more than 20 years, and you are still true to self. Straightforward, relatively succinct, but words with impact. Thank you. Presenting awards for the College of Arts and Sciences is its Dean, Dr. Stephen Taylor. Dr. Taylor.
Thank you, Dr. Ingram. Good evening. My name is Stephen Taylor, and I serve as Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. And at this time, it's my pleasure to recognize new inductees into academic honor societies in my college. Will the new members of these honor societies stand or remain standing as I read through the list, and then we will recognize all at once. First, Alpha Epsilon Delta for excellence in pre-medical scholarship. And I have to trust you're standing up because I cannot see you. Beta 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 for biological science majors with superior academic records. Phi Alpha Theta for excellence in the study of history. Pi Mu Epsilon for excellence in mathematics. Pi Sigma Alpha for superior scholarship in political science. Pi Alpha Alpha for superior achievement in the study of policy and administration and government. And finally, Alpha Phi Sigma for outstanding students in criminal justice. Please let's all recognize all these new Honor Society initiates in the College of Arts and Sciences. Thank you, and you may be seated. Now we would like to begin the recognition of our college's individual awards by asking Ms. Janet Gaston to come forward with our first presentation.
The mission of Alpha Epsilon Delta Honor Society is to encourage and recognize excellence in pre-medical scholarship, to stimulate an appreciation of the importance of pre-medical education, to promote communication between medical and pre-medical students and educators, to provide a forum for students with common interest, and to use its resources to benefit health organizations, charities, and the community. Each year, one AED member is selected that best represents the mission of the Honor Society. The 2017 recipient of the Alpha Epsilon Delta Award is Ms. Serena Bishop. The Scholars Award is the highest honor presented to a student in the Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences. This award represents excellence in research, academics, and in service. Each year, one student is selected that best represents this excellence. The 2017 recipient of the Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences Scholars Award is Ms. Callie Bennett.
Good evening. Beta 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 is a national honor society for biological science majors who have superior academic records. The society seeks to stimulate scholarship, disseminate scientific knowledge, and promote biological research. And I'm very proud to say that the 2017 recipient of the Beta 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 Leadership and Scholarship Award is Ms. Miranda Atkins.
Good evening. The history faculty annually recognizes the graduating history major with the highest cumulative GPA. This award is named in honor of the late Professor William Nathan Alexander, who served on the faculty of the Department of History from the fall of 2005 until his untimely passing in May 2009. Professor Alexander's enthusiasm for historical scholarship, dedication to his students, colleagues, and Troy University inspired all of those who knew him. It is my honor to keep Nathan present in our memory by awarding the History Department's highest award for student achievement, the Nathan Alexander Memorial Phi Alpha Theta Scholastic Award, to Mr. Cole Jordan. Congratulations, Chris. The G. Ray Mathis Memorial Award is given to the junior history major with the greatest promise for creative research and writing in history. The selection of the recipient is based upon a student's established record of academic achievement. The award is funded through a memorial fund established to pay tribute to the achievements of the late Professor G. Ray Mathis. This year's recipient of the G. Ray Mathis Memorial Award is Mr. Christopher Anderson. Congratulations. The Leonard Y. Trapp Memorial Scholarship is given to the senior in history education for academic achievement and exceptional potential as a future teacher in the field of history. This award was created in memory of Dr. Trapp, who was associated with Troy State University for over 40 years. He first joined the faculty of Troy State Teachers College in 1948. He participated in the preparation of innumerable teachers during his long tenure. This year's recipient of the Leonard Y. Trapp Memorial Scholarship is Mr. Jacob Guillory, who unfortunately could not be here this evening. The Colonial Dames of America Paper Award is given annually for the best student writing in colonial history for the year. The award is sponsored by the Colonial Dames of America. This year's award goes to Miss Sarah Lane.
Good evening. The Pi Mu Epsilon Excellence in Leadership Award is given annually in recognition of the student in Pi Mu Epsilon who has most demonstrated excellence in leadership to Pi Mu Epsilon and its goals at Troy University. The recipient is chosen by a group of faculty from among the members of the Troy chapter of Pi Mu Epsilon Mathematics Honor Society, who have been an integral part of the planning, organization, activities, and overall success of our chapter. The recipient of the 2017 Pi Mu Epsilon Excellence in Leadership Award is Adiraj Roka. The James F. O'Neill Mathematics Education Award is in honor of Mr. James O'Neill, who is a member of the Mathematics Department for 33 years and was chair for 16 years. The recipient of the James O'Neill Mathematics Education Award is chosen by the faculty of the Mathematics Department from among mathematics education students having the highest GPA in both mathematics and mathematics education courses. The recipient of the James O'Neill Mathematics Education Award for 2017 is Kaylee Luker. The Virgil L. Collins Mathematics Award is given in honor of Mr. Virgil L. Collins, who served as chairman of the Mathematics Department at Troy University for 26 years. The recipient of this award is chosen by the faculty of the Mathematics Department from among those senior mathematics majors having the highest GPA in mathematics. It's in recognition of outstanding achievement in mathematics. The recipient of the Virgil L. Collins Mathematics Award for 2017 is Ashley Allen.
The Dennis Lee Bowden Award is granted annually to a student in the Computer Science Department who has demonstrated the highest level of academic excellence and commitment to the pursuit of computer science studies. I am happy to announce this year's winner of this award, Ms. Heather Thomas.
The Outstanding Political Science Student of the Year Award is given annually to the student who best exemplifies the study of political science through high performance in academics and through his or her leadership contributions to the political science department, the university, and the community. The 2017 Outstanding Political Science Student of the Year is Ms. Alicia Rodriguez Castillo.
The Alpha Phi Sigma Distinguished Honors Graduate Prize was established by the late Dr. Charles L. Jones and is awarded annually to an outstanding graduating senior on the basis of grade point average, participation in criminal justice program activities, university life, and volunteer work. This year's award recipient is Ms. Caitlin Lipscomb.
Good evening. I'm Judson Edwards, and it's my honor to serve as the Dean of the Sorrell College of Business and to represent the students and the faculty of the college. First, I'd like to recognize the new inducted members into Delta Mu Delta, the International Honor Society for Business Administration. Would you please stand and be honored? Please give them a round of applause. At this time, I'd like to recognize Dr. Bill Neese for the introduction of the awards for the Sorrell College of Business.
Founded in 1907, Delta Sigma Pi is America's largest business fraternity. Each year since 1968, the graduating senior with the highest GPA in the Sorrell College of Business is awarded the Delta Sigma Pi Scholarship Key. For 2017, this student is Na M. Trump.
Good evening. My name is Larry Blocker, and I serve as the Dean of the College of Communication and Fine Arts. It is my pleasure to join my colleagues in recognizing CCFA students who are being honored this evening. Selection for membership in Sigma Tau Delta recognizes excellence in English, and selection for membership in Lambda Pi Eta recognizes excellence in communication studies. Will the students newly inducted into either of these two organizations please stand and remain standing? Congratulations, and you may be seated. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Teresa Johnson to continue our CCFA award presentations.
Good evening. The Pi Lambda chapter of Sigma Tau Delta, the International Honorary English Society, was founded at Troy in 1972. As a former award recipient, I am honored to serve as advisor and present the 2017 Sigma Tau Delta Award as decided by chapter members to Mr. Joshua Bailey, one known for his academic excellence and exemplary leadership in all chapter activities. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to present the Bernard E. Williams Award, and it is presented annually to the student who, in the estimation of the English department faculty, is the outstanding graduating English major. The winner this year for the Bernard E. Williams Award is Mr. Jacob Barber.
The Modern Language Award is presented to a student who has excelled in one or more languages taught at Troy University. This award consists of a silver tray inscribed with the recipient's name, which is also added to a plaque permanently displayed in Wright Hall. The winner of the 2017 Modern Language Award is Shelby Wood.
The John M. Long School of Music Outstanding Music Graduate Award is presented annually to a graduating music major who demonstrates outstanding scholarship, musicianship, and service. The recipient is selected by a vote of all full-time faculty members in the School of Music. This year's recipient is Marissa Stanfill. The John M. Long Achievement Award is presented annually to the music major in the band with the highest GPA who also demonstrates character and leadership as determined by vote of full-time faculty teaching in the band area. This year's recipient is Andrew Patzig. Mr. Patzig is currently at Lee University working on a graduate assistance program for his master's degree. The William R. Dennison Choral Excellence Award is presented annually to the music major in the choir with the highest GPA who also demonstrates character and leadership as determined by vote of full-time faculty teaching in the choral area. This year's recipient is Carol Ann Osborne. Carol Ann is preparing to attend graduate school at Florida State University.
The Stephen B. Pageant Communication Award is named in honor of Dr. Stephen Pageant, who served in the Hall School of Journalism and Communication at Troy University for more than 20 years, most of that time as its director. The award is given annually to the student who best exemplifies leadership and academic excellence. The 2017 Stephen B. Pageant Communication Award goes to Jordan Elston.
Each year, the Department of Art and Design faculty selects one student that demonstrates both superior artistic qualities and academic excellence. It is with great honor to present the 2017 Fine Art Award for Outstanding Artistic and Scholarly Achievement to Laura Henson.
Good evening. Each year, the Center for Design, Technology, and Industry selects one design student that has demonstrated superior qualities in graphic design and academic excellence. It is with great honor that I present the 2017 Center for Design, Technology, and Industry Award to Ms. Sierra Brinson.
The David Dye Award for Excellence in Theater Artistry and Academics is named for Dr. David Dye, the originator of formal theater study and training at Troy University. Since its beginning in 1970, the theater program at Troy has gained state, regional, and national acclaim as students in the Department of Theater and Dance work diligently to model excellence in academics, artistry, humanity, and outreach. This award is given each year to a theater graduate who exemplifies excellence in each of these areas, as well as significant involvement and leadership within the department. The 2017 recipient of the David Dye Award for Excellence in Theater Artistry and Academics is not here with us tonight because he has just landed in Washington, D.C., where he is receiving a national honor for directing from the Kennedy Center. The honoree this year is Mr. Nathan Maxwell. The Award for Excellence in Dance Artistry and Scholarship is awarded annually by the Department of Theater and Dance to a student graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance. This honor is bestowed upon a student who not only exemplifies exceptional talent and ability in dance performance and artistry, but who also demonstrates excellence in academic scholarship, character and humanity, and conscientious outreach to share his or her abilities and ideas with others. In addition, the student recipient must demonstrate sustained and active engagement within the department and must have exhibited leadership during his or her time in the dance program. The 2017 recipient of the Award for Excellence in Dance Artistry and Scholarship is Angeline Kendall.
Good evening. My name is Hank Dassinger, and I serve as the Dean for the College of Education. Tonight, it's my pleasure to introduce the honorees from the College of Education. First, we will recognize this year's newly inducted members into Kappa Delta Pi and Psi Chi Honor Societies. Kappa Delta Pi International Honor Society in Education is the oldest honor society at Troy University, dating back to the days when the university was known as Troy State Teachers College. The mission of Kappa Delta Pi is to sustain an honored community of diverse educators by promoting excellence and advancing scholarship, leadership, and service. The faculty advisor for Kappa Delta Pi is Dr. Joseph Johnson. Psi Chi is the International Honor Society of Psychology. The Greek letters Psi and Chi symbolize the mind and hands in promoting both scholarship and fellowship. The mission of Psi Chi is to recognize and promote excellence in the science and application of psychology. Will the new members of these honor societies stand and be recognized? You may be seated. At this time, I would like to begin the recognition of our college's award recipients by asking Dr. Joseph Johnson to come to the podium to make our first presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Dassinger. In 1974, the Zeta Gamma chapter of Kappa Delta Pi Honor Society in Education established the W.P. Lewis Award. This award is presented annually to a member of Kappa Delta Pi who exhibits outstanding academic achievement, leadership, and service. Dr. Lewis was a professor and chair of the Education Department at Troy University and also served as the director of the graduate school for many years. Being a much loved and respected educator, Dr. Lewis is honored with this award for his educational contributions to Troy. This year, we are happy to present the W.P. Lewis Award to an outstanding student in education, Miss Mary Beth Garcia. In 1975, the Zeta Gamma chapter of Kappa Delta Pi Honor Society in Education established the R.H. Irvin Award. This award is presented annually to an outstanding education major. Dr. R.H. Irvin held several key positions at Troy University before his retirement in the late 1960s. He served as chair of education and the psychology department, the director of graduate studies, the registrar, and the director of placement. At this time, it is my privilege to present the R.H. Irvin Award to Mr. Alexander Nelson.
Good evening. The purposes of Psi Chi, which is the International Honor Society in Psychology, are to advance the science of psychology and, most importantly, to encourage, stimulate, and maintain the scholarship of our students. Each year, the Troy University Psi Chi chapter recognizes a graduating senior who has demonstrated both academic excellence and who has emerged as a leader among the students in our program. I'm happy to present this year's Psi Chi Award for Outstanding Scholarship and Leadership to Ms. Brianna Levine.
A pleasant evening to you. My name is Denise Green, and I have the honor of serving as the interim dean for the College of Health and Human Services. It's my pleasure tonight to introduce the honor award recipients from the College of Health and Human Services. First, I would like to recognize this year's newly inducted members into the Honor Society of our college. Will those new members please stand and remain standing and to be recognized? Phi Epsilon Kappa, for those outstanding students in health, physical education, recreation, sports management, and sports safety. Eta Sigma Delta, honoring outstanding hospitality management majors. Iota Tau Alpha, for those outstanding athletic training majors. All right. Sigma Theta Tau, for excellence in nursing. And Tau Epsilon Alpha, for those outstanding human services majors. Congratulations to each of you for your outstanding achievement. At this time, I'd like to begin the recognition of the College of Health and Human Services Individual Honor Award recipients by asking Dr. Lindsay Madison to make our first presentation.
The School of Hospitality, Sport, and Tourism Management presents the Outstanding HSTM Award to a senior who is actively engaged in hospitality, sport, and/or tourism-related activities. They set themselves apart from other HSTM students as a result of their academic coursework, leadership, and activities related to the HSTM industry. These outstanding leaders in and out of the classroom and who have demonstrated the ability to succeed in and out. This year's recipient goes to Mackenzie Kaler.
The Department of Kinesiology and Health Promotion gives an award each year to a senior that exemplifies leadership and excellence in our discipline and who has attained the highest grade point average in the major of physical education. This award not only acknowledges the GPA accomplishment, but the exceptional effort and diligence it takes to earn a teaching certificate in the state of Alabama. This year, the award goes to Major Haley.
The Department of Kinesiology and Health Promotion gives an award each year to a senior that exemplifies leadership and excellence in our discipline and who's also attained the highest grade point average in the major of health education. This award not only acknowledges the academic accomplishment, but the exceptional diligence and the effort that it takes to earn a teaching certificate from the state of Alabama. This year, the award has been earned by Demarius Baldwin.
The Dr. Ray S. Baggett Memorial Scholarship is given annually to a first-year athletic training student. Dr. Ray Baggett graduated from Troy University in 1956 and worked his way up the athletic training ladder to become known as one of the most respected athletic trainers in the region. He returned to his alma mater in 1996 and finished out his career on this campus. In memory of Dr. Baggett's hard work and dedication to the field of athletic training, this year's recipient of the Dr. R. S. Baggett Memorial Scholarship and Award is Joanna Simon. The James A. Whiteside, MD, Eminent Scholarship Award is given annually to a second-year athletic training student that goes above and beyond in both the classroom and clinical education. Serving as team physician for many prestigious schools, including Troy University, Dr. Whiteside always took time to educate whoever was interested, no matter what he was doing. This year's recipient of the James A. Whiteside, MD Eminent Scholarship Award is Sarah Fleming.
Membership to Sigma Theta Tau is by invitation to baccalaureate and graduate nursing students who demonstrate excellence in scholarship. The undergraduate student must be in the upper 35% of his or her graduating class and meet the expectation of academic integrity. The recipient will receive a certificate and a $50 monetary award. The recipient of the Outstanding BSN Student Award is Ms. Anna Jacobson.
The Georgia Irene Gill Davis Award is given to the senior BSN nursing student who, in the opinion of the faculty, best exemplifies excellence in classroom and clinical achievements and interpersonal relationships. The recipient for the 2016-2017 academic year is Shelby Wally.
Good evening. The Tau Upsilon Alpha Distinguished Achievement Undergraduate Honor is awarded to one student who has demonstrated academic excellence, leadership qualities, and outstanding contributions to the university and the community. These attributes reflect the overall motto of the organization, which is excellence in service to humanity. The 2016-17 recipient is Candace Butts.
Good evening. I am Dr. Marion Templeton, and I serve as the Associate Dean of the Graduate School. It is my pleasure to introduce the Graduate School to you this evening and to recognize the outstanding graduate student research being done here at Troy University. I begin tonight with a presentation of the Best Graduate Research Scholar Award. Students winning this award have demonstrated their ability to ask good questions, seek solutions, and quantify those solutions through solid research. Without good inquiry, knowledge cannot be advanced. It is my honor and privilege to present the 2017 Best Graduate Research Scholar Award to Ms. Angana Mukherjee for her thesis research directed by Dr. Jacqueline Jones titled FOXI3, a slide regulator of bone development promotes prostate cancer bone metastasis.
The Political Science Department delivers two graduate programs, the Master of Public Administration and the Master of Science in International Relations. The department has created an award to recognize one student from each of these programs who exemplifies the highest academic and leadership standards expected of students in advanced degrees at Troy University. The Master of Public Administration degree prepares students to excel in careers as administrators in public service, whether in the public, contracting, or nonprofit sectors. The recipient of the 2017 award for Outstanding Graduate Political Science Student of the Year for the Masters of Public Administration program is Mr. Courtney Tuck. The Master of Science in International Relations degree is designed to provide students with the foundation and knowledge to meet the challenges and the ever-changing relationships among nations in the world. This award is in honor of, in the memory of Dr. James Reinhardt. Dr. Reinhardt received his PhD in International Relations from the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs at Syracuse University. Dr. Reinhardt also served as Director of the Master of Science of International Relations Program, Chair of the Department of Political Science, and was Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences when he passed away in 2015. The recipient of the 2017 James F. Reinhardt Award is Anna DeBarzi. Dr. Charles Watson was a member of the Master of Public Administration program here in Global Campus, teaching in both public and business administration. His passion was applied research. At his unexpected passing in November of 2008, an award was created to recognize outstanding research by MPA students, and it was established in his name. Research papers must be nominated by a faculty member and reviewed by a faculty committee. The 2017 Dr. Charles A. Watson Research Award goes to John Daniel Lindell for the paper, An Analysis of the Scarcity of Experienced Operators in Alabama Waste, Water, and Wastewater Utilities.
Good evening. I'm Hal Fulmer. I'm the Associate Provost and Dean of Undergraduate and First-Year Studies at Troy University, and if I could take just a second, it was such a privilege of mine to serve on the team that Colonel Schmidt had that led to the creation of First-Year Studies and the center that now bears his name that I now have responsibilities for as director. It is good to have you back, Colonel, tonight. It really is. We begin now in this part of our program to recognize students who've achieved across a number of disciplinary fields, and we're going to recognize those students who've been selected into programs and honor societies during this past year. As I recognize the programs and honor societies, I would ask the new members to please stand, to remain standing, and to be recognized when we get through with all of the groups that we're going to recognize. So I would ask you, if you would, hold your applause until we have everybody standing, because truly these are individuals who deserve an opportunity to be recognized. First, for our new members of Who's Who, which recognizes our outstanding campus leaders. If you have been selected into membership for Who's Who, would you please stand and remain standing? Our organization entitled Salute, which recognizes our outstanding student veterans, active duty, National Guard, and Reserve, would you please stand as well? Our Order of Omega students, which recognizes outstanding Greek leaders at Troy University, would you please stand? Our University Honor Scholars, who are students who've completed the candidacy requirements for full admission into the University Honors Program. Alpha Lambda Delta, for our students who've had superior scholarship in their first year. Omicron Delta Kappa, which recognizes juniors and seniors for exemplary character and superior scholarship and leadership. Mortarboard, which recognizes seniors for distinguished achievement in scholarship, leadership, and service. And Phi Kappa Phi, which recognizes the top 10% of seniors and top juniors in scholarship. Now, let's take a moment and recognize all of these students with a round of applause. Thank you, and you may be seated. At this time, we'll begin the recognition of individual award recipients. I'd like to ask Ms. Barbara Patterson if she would come and make our first presentation.
Academic excellence is the hallmark of Troy University fraternities and sororities. The Academic Excellence Award for sororities recognizes a sorority with the highest overall grade point average for spring and fall 2016. Please help me congratulate the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha in earning this high distinction. The Academic Excellence Award for fraternities recognizes the fraternity who has earned the highest grade point average for spring and fall 2016. It is my honor to recognize the men of Alpha Phi Alpha for their hard work and dedication.
The Emma Coburn Norris Peak Award recognizes the freshman honor scholar, who has earned the highest grade point average in the first year of studies in the university honors program. This year's winner is Mr. Chirag Awali.
The Outstanding Freshman Award is sponsored by Alpha Lambda Delta, which is the honor society for first-year students in higher education. The purpose of Alpha Lambda Delta is to encourage superior academic achievement, promote intelligent living, continue high living standards, and learning to assist students in recognizing and developing meaningful goals for their role in society. The Outstanding Freshman Award is awarded to the first-year student who has excelled not only in the classroom, but in all aspects of college life. This year's Freshman of the Year is Mr. Pradya Sharma.
Mortarboard is a national honor society that recognizes college seniors for excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, and service. Unfortunately, Ms. Faye Ellis was killed in a tragic automobile accident during her senior year at Troy University while she was serving as the president of the Spires chapter of Mortarboard National Society. The Faye Ellis Award was established in her honor to recognize the member who best exemplifies the mortarboard ideals of scholarship, leadership, and service. The Spires chapter is proud to announce that 2017 Faye Ellis Award winner, Chapter President Ashley Brooke Lynn.
On behalf of the Department of Athletics, I am here to recognize two of our student athletes. As Dr. Hawkins mentioned, we take pride in what our students do on the field of play, but most importantly, in the classroom. In 1974, the Troy University Department of Athletics created 2 awards to recognize one male and one female student athlete who excelled in the classroom during their time at Troy. Our first award was named for Mr. Clements, a Troy University physical plant supervisor who is dedicated to serving Troy athletics. The Clements Award is given annually to the male student athlete with the highest graduating GPA within athletics. This year, the Clements Award was earned by varsity baseball student athlete, Mr. Trey Johns. The Sorrell Award is named for Ms. Joyce Sorrell, the founder of female athletics at Troy University, who stressed the importance of academic success to her students. The Sorrell Award is presented annually to the female student athlete with the highest graduating GPA within athletics. This year's Sorrell Award was earned by women's cross-country runner, Ms. Katrina Bokenfour.
The Nolan C. Hatcher Outstanding International Student Award is given annually to the international undergraduate student who graduates during the past academic year and earns the highest GPA. This year's recipient is Grishma Ramal, a May 2016 graduate who earned a 4.0 GPA. Grishma is currently on optional practical training, or OPT as we call it, in Atlanta, Georgia, serving in a media corporation.
Let the love of learning rule humanity is the motto of Phi Kappa Phi. The Troy University chapter of Phi Kappa Phi was founded by 29 members in 1971. To be selected as a member of Phi Kappa Phi, one must be among the top 10% of graduating seniors or among the top 7.5% of juniors. Phi Kappa Phi is the highest academic honor bestowed at Troy University. The recipient of the Outstanding Junior Award is Ms. Madison Lee Price. The recipient of the Outstanding Senior Award is Ms. Sarah Catherine Fleming.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Margaret Gnainska, and I'm Faculty Senate President this year. The Faculty Senate Excellence Award is based on excellence in one or more of the following areas: quality and importance of research, level and amount of service to the university, college, or department, and innovation, level of achievement, and maintenance of rigorous standards in teaching. The Faculty Senate Excellence Award is given out every year to a non-tenured track faculty member of the Troy University. The 2016-2017 Faculty Senate Excellence Award goes to Ms. Dana Davis, a lecturer in the nursing program on the Montgomery campus. On behalf of Faculty Senate, congratulations to Dana.
We present the Ingalls Award annually to the Troy University teacher who has conducted his or her class on the Troy campus during the current academic year most diligently, effectively, and cheerfully. A student committee elected by their peers recommends to the chancellor the teacher who best fits these criteria. The award symbolizes the primary mission of this university, teaching. We know great teachers as much for the questions they ask as for the answers that they give. One of the marks of excellent teaching at Troy University is the capacity to ask as well as to answer provocative questions. Our most enduring example of this method is Socrates, who taught in the streets and the marketplaces of ancient Greece. It's for those reasons we present a statue of Socrates to the recipient of the Ingalls Award for Excellence in Classroom Teaching. The recipient of the award also receives a plaque and a check for $1,000. This year's recipient joined Troy University in 2010 and currently serves as an associate professor in the College of Arts and Sciences, Department of History. Please join me in congratulating this year's winner of the Ingalls Award, Dr. Margaret Ganoinska. You might have figured out that it was a surprise. Chancellor Hawkins, may I ask you please come to the podium and present this year's Algernon Sidney Sullivan Awards.
In 1981, Troy University was approved by the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation to grant awards that celebrate nobility of character by identifying individuals who perpetuate the influence of Algernon Sidney Sullivan and Mary Mildred Sullivan through outstanding spiritual qualities applied to daily living. A selection committee of faculty members, one administrator, and 2 students elected by the Student Government Association select the award recipients. Awards are given to 1 female student, 1 male student, and 1 non-student. Each recipient receives a university citation and a medallion and citation from the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Foundation. We think it's appropriate that we give the Sullivan Awards at Troy University because indeed one of our primary mission statements relates to the development of leaders with well-defined values. No doubt, values are more important today in leadership than I think at any point in the history of our country. The female student receiving the Sullivan Award is a native of Montgomery. She's a member of St. Martin of Tours Catholic Church, where she teaches children and serves as a musician for worship services. She's very active in campus life, where she serves as president of Chi Omega and a Bible study leader for our freshman women. Our female winner is Miss Sarah Talbot. The male student recipient of the Sullivan Award is from Panama City Beach, Florida, and is a member of the First Baptist Church in Troy. He's a member of Campus Outreach, where he will return to that ministry this summer. and he serves proudly as an SGA senator, a Trojan ambassador, and he serves as Sigma Chi's representative to the Interfraternity Council. Our male winner is Mr. Max Herman. The non-student winner, he is a winner by any definition, is the Distinguished Professor of Leadership and a beloved professor at this university. He is a nationally known motivational speaker, and so his influence greatly exceeds the boundaries of this campus. He's known far and wide. And he's an outstanding teacher. Most of all, though, I think he's a wonderful mentor to our students, particularly in the leadership program. He's a Sunday school teacher and a youth leader at Fraser United Methodist Church in Montgomery. He's also a preacher. But I think his example is far more important than his words. He walks the talk. In fact, I think it was St. Francis of Assisi who said, "Preach the gospel at all times, and when necessary, use words." He is a living example of what's right in this world. The non-student winner is Dr. John Klein.
The 2017 Troy Campus Honors Convocation will close with the singing of the alma mater, led by the collegiate singers, followed by our recessional. Our recessional music, Henry Purcell's Trumpet Voluntary, will be performed by the Troy University Trumpet Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Michael Huff. We hope that you will join us in the lobby for our reception as you're exiting the theater. Please stand for the singing of the alma mater. The words can be found on page 24 of our program this evening. Congratulations to all of our honorees and their families, and thank you again for joining us on this very special evening. Good night.